Okay, first I'm going to ask you to state your full name, your date of birth, and where you were born.
My name, George Godfrey Boucher. Born in Ayrshire, Oban.
And what year was
In
that?
1913.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about your mother's family?
My mother was born in West Ayrshire, Broad Emery.
And what was her name?
Her name was a Murray, Minnie Murray.
And what was... Okay, did she have a lot of brothers and sisters?
She had two brothers, Raymond and
Alma?
Alma.
And what about your father? Can you tell me about your father?
My father was born in Oban.
Pardon me, Godfrey, that your father was born in the States?
In the States, that's right. Sorry,
Okay.
he was born in the States.
And do you know what was his name? What was his full name?
The name of my father was Henry William Boucher.
And how many siblings did he have? How many brothers and sisters?
He had 4 brothers and 3 sisters.
Okay. What did he do for a living, your father?
He was a carpenter by trade.
And that's what he did all his life?
Yeah.
And do you remember any any
Go.
okay. You said you were from Ayrshire,
Ayrshire, yeah.
and were you born in the house?
I was born in the house. I was born in the house.
And that was the home you've always lived in
Yeah.
throughout your childhood?
Yeah.
Was do you remember any stories about when your father and mother bought the house?
No,
Don't remember that?
I was too young. I wasn't born yet.
And were there a lot of homes around
Not
your
too
home?
many. There was 3 houses where I was born.
Do you remember who lived there?
There was some Boudreau and my father's house, and there was my father's brother up the hill. What's his name? Boucher.
Was there a lot of young people around?
Yeah, they were all young, quite a few.
So you had people that you went to school
Yeah,
with?
we were 15 in our family.
In your own family?
Yeah. And uncle died about 12, I think. So they were a big family. No, that wasn't those days.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about school?
My school was, it used to call it Robin School.
And where was that at? Was that far from your home?
It was about a mile and a half
So you walked
Walk.
to school?
back and forth to school.
And you said it was a lot of young people,
Yeah.
so you all went to school together.
Yeah. Only one class.
And how many grades?
There was from grade 1 to grade 11.
How long did you go to school?
I went to school, I was 16 when I, or 15 when I went to school, in that school, and then I went 2 years in Ayrshire Academy.
Oh, you went to the USP Academy. And do you remember any of the teachers that you had?
Teacher, yeah, there was Emma Pan and Mary Boudreau and Bertha Graves and stuff like that. Teacher.
Were they strict in those days?
They were very, very strict.
Do you remember what they would do if someone was disobedient?
You got a spanking with a piece of stick. Not a strap. Stick.
Stick? any? Do you remember a principal or a headmistress or anything like that?
Any principal.
There was no principals.
Might be, but I don't remember.
So there was only the one teacher that taught all the same grades?
Yeah.
How did that work?
It used to. Did it.
So did you all learn the same things?
It's all the same thing.
Okay. Now when
Then I went to Ayrshire. I went to Ayrshire Academy for 2 years.
and those were
Those were the nuns.
the nuns that were teaching you there. And were they as strict there as they were in your old
Very
school?
strict, the nuns.
Were there a lot of students in the academy?
Yeah, wasn't it?
And that was, do you remember what grades there were in the academy?
Well, it was the same up to grade from 1 to 12.
So after you finished at Robin School, you had to go to the academy to finish your school?
Well, I just went one day on my own.
Oh, did you? Okay. Now I'd like to ask you about farming. Did you have any animals at your home?
We had quite a few animals.
And what were they?
Cow, pigs, hen, and heifer, and sheep, and all kinds of stuff. Cats and dogs.
Who would take care of the animals?
Us.
Was
or
it
the kid.
all of you?
Or the kid.
And your
We was pitching and washing.
and do you know what your animals were used for? Were they used for meat or?
We used them for meat, used them for ox, we used them for hauling, for working, and transportation.
What would you do with the wool from the sheep?
The wool we used to ship it to Randiganish,
And then what?
and then we get paid for it.
Oh, because I've heard old people say that they shipped their wool to PEI a long time ago.
We sent out ours to Randiganish. It was a buyer.
And I've also heard that they never had fences around the homes a long time ago, that the animals would go free.
Oh yes, it was all free in the fall. But during the summer it was all fenced. The animal would be outside.
There was never any trouble?
Well, sometimes they would break the fence, right in the turnip and cabbage.
Did you ever have any trouble with the neighbors? Your animals were...
Yeah,
So,
same, yeah.
so everybody's animals were
Yeah.
free? Did you have a garden?
Oh yes, great big garden.
Just one garden?
Yeah, there's a big garden.
And what did you use to plant?
Everything, peas, carrot, turnip, cucumber, rhubarb, all kinds of stuff.
Did you sell what you
Well, we
planted?
didn't sell too much, there was no money.
So you kept...
We kept that for ourselves.
Did you ever have any flower gardens or anything like that? Didn't. Did you used to pick berries a long time ago?
Yeah, quite a few foxberry.
And what would you do with those?
We used to sell them.
And
We used to take the berry home, and we fill them in, and then when they were full, they pick them up.
how much could you make?
Well, the berry was 12 cents a gallon.
So what was a good day?
We used to pick 12 gallon, 15 gallons sometime a day. There's lots of berries those days. Blueberries, same. We used to make a little bit of money with that. Pocket money.
Did you use it for things like school
buying
supplies?
clothes and stuff like that.
Oh, really? So, can you tell me about the stores? Where did you go buy those clothes and things?
We used to buy, our store used to be in LeBrun store and used to be LeBlanc store. Where a guy is, his father used to have a store. And LeBrun, the old people that we hope for. John LeBrun.
And do you remember going to those stores?
Oh yes.
Did you go often?
Once in a while when we needed something, when we had the money.
So what were the things that you used to buy at those stores?
Oh, flour, sugar, stuff like that. Like we didn't plan. The rest we planned.
Did you ever have to buy things on credit if you didn't have
Oh,
money?
yes, sometimes.
Did you do that often?
Not too often. We didn't want to go too deep.
Do you remember any taverns or hotels, restaurants?
In those days there was a liquor store.
And do you know where that was?
There was where the premium is.
Oh, okay.
That store.
That's on the lower road
Used to be
area.
the lower the liquor store. And we had a bank, Royal Bank.
And where was that?
Royal Bank was where the store they built there was the name of that store. That big building there next to the bank there on the other side.
Oh, yes, okay.
Bank used to be there.
And do you remember who owned the bank? Or?
What's the Royal Bank?
It was the Royal Bank. Do you remember who owned, do you remember any hotels or things like that in Ayrshire?
The hotel, yeah. There was a few hotels. There was Belmont Hotel. Next to, you know where in the middle of Benoit lives?
Yeah.
Just across there.
So do you get a lot of... So there was a hotel in on the Low Road Ayrshire at the Almadan place, where it is today. Oh, okay. Do you remember who would stay there? Was it just people like
People
merchants
from,
and
used to come
salesmen?
there,
Were there a lot of traveling salesmen?
salesmen and stuff like that.
Do you remember what those salesmen would sell?
So everything.
Did you ever were you ever a customer to a
No.
traveling salesman? No.
They were big store used to.
Oh.
Oh,
Do you remember any doctors
yeah, I know.
in Ayrshire?
There was Dr. DeVoe. He used to live not far from Premium there, on our side. That's thrown down. And there was Dr. LeBlanc. Dr. Emily LeBlanc used to live not far from east from Rubber Store.
Do you remember any lawyers in Ayrshire? A long time ago?
Charlie died. Charlie died, I think he was alive.
And do you remember what your family doctor was?
My family doctor was, we used to go to Devo, Dr. Devo.
Was it because he was closer, or was he a...
No, it was the same. Once a week we used to go there and go to the other one once in a while.
So,
To them, belong and Devo. Had no choice.
okay, so... so, your location was in Ayrshire. Do you remember the roads?
The road was all dirt road, no paved.
Were they wide, or were they narrow?
Same
Same width?
as they are now.
How about, your beaches and your lakes and things?
The beaches were very clean.
They were very clean?
Yeah.
Do you remember any names of any beaches or any lakes or anything like that?
There was the Great Lake and the Bebas Lake and George Ladymore Lake. They were all big lakes.
Were there a lot of people who had boats in the ocean?
They were all fishermen. Most of them were fishermen.
Did they all have their own boats?
Yeah. Small boat.
Did your father ever fish at all?
No,
No one in your family ever fished?
we fished.
Did you have your own boat?
Yeah. Had our own boat.
Did you?
Net. We fish herring, cod, haddock. There was lots of that in those years.
Did you have a rowboat or a sailboat?
The There was some rowboat, there was sailboat, there was motorboat.
Oh, they had motorboats a long time ago?
Just those one that you crank and one cylinder boat, the engine.
Is that on the engine?
Just the one cylinder. You just go down to pick it back.
Okay. Now, do you remember how far you would travel in a week? How far you could travel?
We didn't travel too much. From home to Ayrshire.
Just to the stores and things like that?
That's right.
And what was your means of transportation?
Boats and horses.
What did you use? What did your family use?
We used to walk.
So you were telling me that you had an ox too.
But no, we never traveled to ox.
You never traveled, but you could.
We do a lot of walking. In those days you walk miles and miles.
Did a lot of people have oxes that they used to travel
Oh
with?
yes, no, not more. A lot of people had horses. Just travel with horses.
Was it expensive to get a horse?
Yeah, yes.
And you never had a horse, your family?
We bought a horse.
You had an ox.
And 2 oxes.
2 oxes. So you would tie them to a cart, is that it?
Yeah. A rig.
Could they take a family in a cart?
Oh, you could, yeah. We never that way with that.
Do you remember? Do you remember how you would travel in the winter? Was it still on foot?
Yeah, and we used to travel with our ox too. We had a sleigh.
Oh, so the oxes would pull your sleigh?
Those days there was lots of snow and lots of ice.
Did you ever have to leave Alvedale?
I was pretty old when I left that island.
So in your younger days you never left?
No.
Was horse racing popular a long time ago?
Oh yes, in the winter time. We used to have a horse race.
Oh, so so how was that done? How would people gather and go?
Oh yes, they all gather on the ice and horse used to race with buggies.
Did people ever gamble on that? People ever bid money on it?
No, I think it was all free.
Oh, so just
sport.
spectator sport. Do you remember who had their first car in Ayrshire? Do you remember the first car?
It was Charlie Doyle, first car that came to Ayrshire.
Do you remember what kind of car that was?
Oh, there was a Ford, Model T Ford.
So were there, after a while, were there a lot of families getting cars?
Oh yes, after a while they used some small car kind of thing.
And what year was that he had a car?
Oh, in the 30s.
Did your family have a car after a while?
No.
You never had a car?
After, yeah. But us, we never had a car. The
So-
boy had a car after.
Oh, so your father never had a car.
Never drove a car.
So you still had the ox. Did you have, do you remember any newspapers in Ayrshire?
Yeah, we used to have a little paper.
Do you remember what it was called?
It's called
Do you remember who was the editor? Marshall Burnham. So that was
his
the...
father.
Oh, Bertram? Or Marshall?
Marshall Burnham's father.
Oh, okay. Okay. And
then Marshall took over when he died.
right. So that would have been the Richmond Record.
Yeah, Richmond. That's right.
Right. So, was it just articles on Ayrshire, or was it all over Almaden?
Just from Ayrshire. Sometime from Sydney.
Do you remember if they had any articles to do with major events like the war or things like that? Would you ever read stuff like that
No,
in the Richmond Record?
not most of it.
No.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to read about things that was going on in the world, what kind
Well,
of?
I just said that we never know too much of the world.
Oh, okay.
There's no radio, no TV,
Okay.
nothing at all.
Do you remember where your post office was?
A post office.
Do you remember a post office or a post?
Yeah, there was a post office right in Arshat and Morgan. It's called the Morgan Post Office.
And how many?
You know where Louis Boudreau lives?
Yeah.
The old house there, that was the post office.
So what were the
And there's
mailing days?
And then there was a post office, main post office in Arshat.
So when would you receive mail? Did you receive mail every day?
Yeah.
And there was someone who deliver your mail, or did you go get your mail?
To go from there.
Do you remember any sea captains in Ayrshire?
Yeah.
Do you remember their names?
There was Gaulion, there was some Boudreaux, LeBlanc, Charlie LeBlanc.
Do you remember where they used to live?
Yeah, I can remember. But, Charlie LeBlanc used to live next to newspaper, the print, newsprint,
Yeah.
right across there.
Oh.
Big white house there, big east.
And do you remember the names of their vessels, any of their ships?
Oh, I don't remember.
Don't remember that? Do you remember, have you ever seen their ships that they used to sail on? You never saw them? And do you remember any rich families in Ayrshire? Richer families?
Richard?
No,
Rich?
well-to-do, that had money?
Well, not too much money. There was those captains that had a little bit of money in the Boudreaux.
And those who run the stores?
And LeBlanc, and Lebrun,
Right.
and a few others. And old Charlie Dower used to have a few cents.
So, did they have more material things than you used to have?
Oh,
And was there ever any jealousy between the?
no.
So nobody cared.
Everybody on their own business.
So they treated the poor
Oh, yeah.
the same way.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember any families that left? Do you remember any individuals that might have left to go away to the States or anything like that?
There was a few. My father worked in the States for a long time.
So where was your father from in the States?
He's from Boston.
From Boston.
Nice trip.
And what year did he come to Ayrshire?
Oh, came back in... No, I don't remember.
So
He worked a long time in the States.
So your father, was he French? And he was from Boston. Were there a lot of French people in Boston, do you know? Do you still have any relatives in Boston today?
Yeah, I got two brothers there. In the States. Yeah, just two brothers now.
And do you remember when your brothers left to go to the States?
Oh, very early.
So
Only,
so what year would that have been?
it was in the 30s.
And do you know why they left?
Well, you know, they left to go to work, to make money.
So
The state was rich days, those days.
So do you know what your brothers did for a living?
Yeah, they all work, carpenter work.
Carpentry work.
And there's one that worked on the waterfront, Stevedore. Worked there all his life.
Do you remember any
One of my brother was a floor layer.
do you remember any famous people in Ayrshire? Any singers or musicians?
Yeah, there was my daughter-in-law, Colin's wife. Father used to be a good singer.
And what was his name?
Albert Lamar.
And
Your uncle.
my grandfather.
Yeah, grandfather.
And
And there was Vino. Vino used to sing in church.
and was it only in church that they used to sing?
Well, I used to sing once in a while here and there.
Were there any gatherings a long time ago where you'd see them singing?
Not me.
No?
We stay alone like rats.
Do you remember any house parties or anything like that?
Oh, I used to have house party once in a while.
And was it only in one house or was it in several houses?
Every house was used to have.
Did you ever have any house parties in your home?
No.
No. Did your family or did people around Ayrshire, did they celebrate Lamikaram a long time ago?
Oh
in
yes,
your area?
that was the main sport. Was the Mikaran.
Yeah, how did you celebrate that?
Oh, we used to dress. Like Mikaran, all kinds of funny clothes. We used to go from house to house.
Was that during Halloween or?
Yeah. Still do it and shake it.
Yeah. Was there ever any trouble around Mikaram time?
No, not too much. Everybody used to enjoy themselves.
And you never heard of anyone playing tricks or anything like that?
No, playing tricks.
So it was fairly peaceful.
They all went from house to house and enjoyed themselves.
Okay. Do you remember any dances?
Yeah.
Did you go to many dances?
When I was younger, older, I used to go to a dance.
And what night would that take place?
Oh, any night the week. It all depends.
And who were the entertainers? Who would?
Well, we had some local players, violin
And what kind of music was it? Was it
violin,
violin?
fiddle, accordion, piano.
Was there much fighting and drinking in your day?
Not too many.
Not too
Once
many.
in a while. Once in a while, somebody would have a little bit too much for drink.
But you were never a drinker, a heavy drinker. Do you remember anyone around who was popular for drinking a lot in your area?
Oh, I know a few.
Was that common? Was there a lot of people who used to do that? Were there any bootleggers?
Yeah, lots.
Lots?
Yeah. Out in those days, there was lots of it.
Was there any around your area?
Oh, yeah.
So how far would it be from your house to get to the nearest bootlegger?
Oh, we didn't know. I never went to a bootlegger.
Okay. Did you and your family ever go visit friends and families?
Oh, yes, we used to go over there.
Did you do that often?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And would you just pay a visit? Would you go there to have
Go there
a
and
bite to eat or
just
anything
go
like that?
there and talk.
So that was common.
Yeah.
People did that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Did anyone ever come visit you at your home a lot?
Yeah.
Do you remember any societies or clubs or anything like that?
There was no club or nothing in those days.
So even in the church, there was no societies or anything like that? Okay. There were no...
We just had mass there.
do you remember any credit unions or...
There was no credit union those days.
You just had the
the
bank. Were there ever any traveling shows or exhibitions that ever visited Almaden? No? Okay.
Might have been some, but I don't know.
Okay. Do you remember how you would entertain yourselves a long time ago when you were younger? When you were still in school?
Oh, play around, fight.
Did you ever play any sports?
Oh yes, baseball.
You like coffee cream in your coffee?
Used to play baseball.
And in the winter, what did you play?
In the winter we used to skate a lot. No, a lot of skating.
Did you ever play hockey? Oh, okay.
Slate riding.
Did you ever play hockey?
Hockey, yeah. With a stick. No stick.
Was it in the shape of a hockey stick, or was it just
we
a
used to
stick?
cut that in the wood.
Oh yeah, so it was homemade.
Shaped like a hockey.
What did you use for a puck?
Oh, a piece of rubber. Sometime a rock.
So did you ever play Peggy?
Oh yes, this was a great game.
Do you remember how you used to play that?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that?
We had a piggy made with two sharp ends and a stick. And you hit on the end of the piggy, and the piggy would fly in, and then you strike it.
Oh, and
And as you go so far, and then you measure how many feet.
oh, so that was a popular sport.
Oh, yeah.
People played that a lot.
Yeah.
Was it just young people who played that?
Everybody.
Everybody played that. Do you remember any? Do you remember any popular crimes or anything? Do you remember anyone who was really well known for being a troublemaker or anything like
No,
that?
not too much.
So there wasn't that much crime.
No. Might have been some, but I wasn't.
So it was fairly peaceful then.
No.
If there was any problems or anything like that, how did you get help? Were there any policemen or anyone like that?
There was no policeman, there was nothing.
So you had to make peace by yourself.
Fight the way you could.
I'm shaky.
So you had to fight your own battles.
Yeah.
You want a piece of toast? Hello. Wait. Wait. Wait.
Anything else?
Yeah. Okay. Do you remember any priests? Do you remember any names of the priests that used to be in your church?
Yeah, there was Father Mulbercat. He stayed there for quite a long time. Till I went away to work.
And what kind of men were they? Were they
He
strict?
was pretty strict. Father Mulbercat was a tough priest.
Were you scared of him when you were
Oh
younger?
yes, when we were young. Scared the hell off of us.
How did he treat the parishioners that they were so scared of him?
Oh, he was so older and he was cross like. I won't say what. He was pretty cross. Cross priest.
Do you remember what he used to do? Did he
I'd preach in church.
did he fish?
Huh?
Did he ever fish or?
Oh no, not the priest.
So he was just a priest
Just
and he
a
never
priest,
had
yeah.
any.
Just a priest.
Okay. Do you remember any nuns?
No, yeah. We had some nuns here. We had a big convent there.
And do you remember where that was? Convent?
It was the Irish at Convent.
It's still in the same place?
No, it's burnt down.
Um,
No, next to the church, on the east side of the church.
do you remember when St. FX was in Ayrshire?
No, I don't know.
You don't remember that?
No.
So you wouldn't know anyone that went to that school? Okay. How often did you have catechism?
Every Sunday.
No,
And you could,
And the priest was pretty tough.
so you could never miss it?
No, I don't.
Unless you were sick.
He'd kill you.
What was,
If you didn't know the answer, he'd put you on your knees.
so,
Catechism was over.
do you remember what was learned? What you were taught?
Everything.
So, was it just religion? And was it part of the school curriculum, or was it separate?
Oh, just something.
So that was,
The catechism was in church on Sunday.
so that had nothing,
Sunday afternoon.
so that had nothing to do with school?
vestry.
Okay. How long did you go?
A few years. Then I left.
And, how old did you have to be that you could
You
leave?
could leave any time you want. And if the Boucher didn't want it.
So did your parents,
It's up to you.
did your parents encourage you to go?
I don't know when to say with it.
Oh, okay.
They had no say.
Did you have any chores to do on Sunday, or was that a day of rest?
The rest.
So you did nothing.
No work on Sunday.
So
No nothing on Sunday.
you would go to church
Go to church and then rest.
and then rest.
In the time we used to go and skate, and sleigh ride, and then in the summer we go swimming.
On Sunday.
Oh yeah, we're in the water all day.
Oh yeah. Do you remember the masses? Do you remember
The mass was just a one mass
on Sunday?
from 10 to 12.
2 hours.
Yeah.
In what language?
All mass, French.
In French? You never had a mass in Latin or anything like that?
It was all that.
Oh, okay. And you knew Latin.
Little bit, not too much.
So did the parishioners understand?
No, most of people didn't understand that. The mass, he used to preach in French.
Oh, so but
The
the
mass was
mass
in
in Latin. Oh, okay. What about the songs?
So I was in French.
Okay. Was there a choir, or was
Yeah,
it just?
I was a choir.
So
Your grandfather used to sing there.
okay. Okay. So that was. So
And
was.
the nun used to play the
organ?
The organ?
organ.
Oh yes. So you went to the Ayrshire church then. So
Go to
they.
my church.
Do you remember the auctioning of pews?
Oh yes, we did. We didn't have the money, there was no pews.
Okay. So if you didn't have money, you
We
couldn't.
couldn't buy a pew.
So did you go to church anyway?
Oh yeah,
But you stood up.
stand there.
So where did the rich people sit?
They sit in the back pew.
And the poor would sit in the front.
The poor sit in the front.
Why is that?
One more cheaper.
Okay.
We used to pay $5 for a pew, $10.
Was that for a year, or
Yeah.
is there a lot of fighting going on?
Hold on. No fighting in church.
But would people be out of church? Was there, if you were outside of the church, was there a lot of battles going on because of the pews, the auctioning of the pews?
Oh no, no.
So it was.
You had the money, you buy a pew, and you didn't have the money, you might sit in the front there.
So, do you remember the auctioneer? Who the auctioneer was? Okay. Was he a local? remember confession?
Yeah, we used to go to confession all the time.
And how often did you go? Do you know?
Oh, every month. Oh,
And is it the same way then? Was it the same way then as it is now, where the priest would be in the?
yeah, same. It's always the same.
So
And then if you had too much sin, something you shouldn't do, he'd send you home. And come next week. Then you had to walk. We had to walk all around the arbor or cross it, go across the boat with a boat, go to church.
oh yeah. Okay.
That was nice.
What about communion?
Communion? We used to go communion once a year. Not like today.
What's that?
Today they go every day. In those days you go once a year.
For the
Communion, yeah.
really?
I usually could have gone at early.
We go to one, but there was no communion.
So
Not at Sunday like we do now.
oh, so
Unless you want it.
oh okay. So what was the rules that? Was there any rules that the priest said that you could not have the holy bread?
No, certainly never. No, you could go to communion if you want to, but you wouldn't give your communion like they do today.
What about if you ate within the half hour?
You couldn't eat a day before.
Oh really?
And then
Or
before that,
communion.
and after fasting,
After midnight.
Okay. Do you remember when the church bells would play?
It was played during before mass.
Okay. Did it ever play when someone would die or anything like that?
Oh yes. It's called that.
Big jump?
Whatever you call that.
and those candles and all.
So how long would it play?
It seemed like they play now.
Would it be
Before, during the funeral.
oh, okay.
If it was a woman, you knew if it was a man and a woman, or a woman died, because there was so many babies still.
Okay, so you knew if it was a man or a woman that passed away.
If it was a woman, it would ring, the bell would ring 12 times. If it was a man, it would ring 13.
Oh, okay. Okay, do you remember what jobs you held in your lifetime?
When I start working, I worked on the road.
Was paving the road?
No, just cleaning up the road and putting gravel on the road and cutting brush outside the road. 12 cents an hour.
And what year was that?
That was in the 30s. And after that, I went away when the war broke out. I used to fish, fish lobster.
Oh, really?
Fishing. And then when the war broke out, I left and I went to Halifax. And I got a job there in a fish mill.
And you served in the army.
No, after I served in the army after that.
Were you cold?
And I got a job.
Were you cold?
I got a job in Pictou
You were
Shipyard.
sleeping.
You got a job in Pictou.
Yeah.
And what did you do there?
What I do there was I was a weaver.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what that is.
I've heard of it.
And from there I joined the army.
Oh, okay. So how long did you serve in the army?
I served from 43 to 46, 3 years.
So that was that was just about toward the end of the war, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember anyone who served in the war?
My brother served in the war. Peter, 4 years overseas. And I was 2 in the state. So one served in the Navy and one in
So, were there a lot of people around where you lived that served?
Most of the people.
So did a lot of them come back, or were there a lot of them that passed away?
Yeah, and there's a few that didn't come back. There's quite a few came back.
So since you were in the army, then you would have had to been trained
Yes.
in case you were called to serve. And where was your training?
I trained in Aldershot and
So you trained somewhere in Ontario then?
Not in Ontario, in New Brunswick.
I trained. You know where not far from where George used to live. I can't remember that name.
Oh, that's okay. That's alright. Okay.
Well, you want to think of something, then you can.
Oh, that's alright.
Not put a wall on it.
Hello?
No. Cardboard.
Oh, okay. Can't work. So how long did you train?
I trained 2 months in Aldershot and 2 months in Camborton. Then I was shifted to St. John, New Brunswick.
Was the training the same during wartime as it was
We
after?
used to do guard Coast Guard,
Oh, okay.
and we used to train at the same time.
Oh.
Between that.
So, when you were training during wartime, was it more strenuous? Was it more difficult?
Oh yeah, it's the same. You know,
It's the same.
Hard training.
So how did you know if you were going to serve or not in the war?
Well, when you finish your training, you don't know.
Oh, you didn't know.
When I went back to Camborton, I took training there for medical corps.
Oh, yeah.
Stretcher bear. And from there, I came to Divert.
Oh, okay.
And then I stayed at the hospital. I worked at the hospital. So I stayed there till I was discharged.
So, do you remember what reasons they would give if you couldn't serve?
For your low category. Had to be low category.
Because in those days they would enlist just about anyone. Eh?
Your feet or your something wrong with you.
Okay. Okay, so you told me your father served in the First World War.
Mm-hmm.
What was your father's name?
Percy Gordy Johnmore.
And what was his occupation before he served?
He was working in the stores,
So,
like merchandise, adding merchandise.
okay. So, do you remember when he was called to serve? No, you weren't born yet. Okay. Was he married to your mother at the time?
Mm-hmm.
And how long was your mother married to your father?
I'm before
Before he served.
What they got married the same year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So,
If they were living today, your Uncle Joe is 70. Uncle Joe is 79. He's 79 years married.
your father and your mother?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He'd be 80. No, Uncle Joe is 80 years old. He'd be 81 years married. Long time ago.
So, how long was your father overseas?
Well, he went in 14. Was working in 16. He came home in 16.
Was your Was your father wounded?
Mm-hmm.
And where was he wounded?
On the 8th of May, 1916.
And what part of his body?
Only had one, that arm was only cutting it off there.
So he was shot in the arm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And when your father returned home, that's when your mother and father started to have a family.
Mm-hmm.
So were there any of your other siblings that served during the Second World War?
Yes. Uncle Percy and Uncle George.
And
Uncle Joe.
was your father still alive?
Yeah.
Okay, so your father was still alive when your brothers
Mm-hmm.
were serving during the Second World War.
Mm-hmm.
Were any of your brothers wounded?
No, they didn't go overseas.
Okay. So, you said your father was wounded
Mm-hmm.
during the First World War.
Mm-hmm.
Were there any of his brothers that served?
There's 7 of them.
The whole family
Mm-hmm.
of brothers served?
There was 8 brothers and 7 went to war and they all got wounded.
They all got wounded.
Mm-hmm. There was one that had a plastic nose.
He was wounded in the nose.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember? Do you remember where they were wounded? All of your uncles?
Uncle Warren, he was wounded in the leg. Uncle Harry was wounded brain. And Uncle Tom. They were, I can't quite all remember, but they were all wounded.
So, okay.
And my aunt, she got the flag. The king had given a flag to my grandfather, being that they had seven brothers going to war and all wounded. And it's my father's sister that's got the flag.
Oh, so it's still
Mm-hmm.
okay. So was there any of your relatives that were killed? Do you remember? No, they all came back, but they were wounded. Do you remember? Were they bandaged when they were home, or was it if someone was shot in the leg, let's say, did they come home?
It was sharper than you. They were bandaged and they were crippled. I mean, they were hopping. Like Uncle Warren, he had a sharpened break in his muscle leg. He had that in a cast for the longest time.
So, if someone was amputated, if they got their leg cut off, did they have a wooden leg or anything like that? Did they come home with the wooden leg, or did they have to come home to get it?
They had to come home to get it.
So when they came home from serving in the war, they were just amputated.
Same like my father.
So I was just told that your father, who was a carpenter, put the lettering on the Ayrshire church where it says Notre Dame de la
He's the one
Force.
that made that.
And do you remember what year that was?
It was in 90, it wasn't the 40s.
In the 40s.
1940.
Okay.
Not 4.
14, okay.
Not 14.
Long time ago, way on the years ago.
Anyway, you were telling me that you knew a little bit about the old fish plant that was in Ayrshire.
Yeah, I remember when the plant was there. But it wasn't going, it wasn't operating. It was there.
Do you remember who?
All the building was there. And the war and everything.
Do you remember who owned that?
It was the Robins. That's why they call it Robin.
Oh, okay.
Robin.
And so it wasn't in operation.
No. Well, they operate. I remember the one company came there, and they operated for a few years.
Okay.
And
Then it shut
they
down.
left and everything went.
So, was that far from your home?
It was next to my home.
That was next
Very
door.
far.
Okay. Okay, before the war, you served in 1943 in the Army, you said. And before the war, do you remember the Great Depression?
Yes, I do.
What do you remember about that?
It used to be very poor. Some people there, they had nothing at all. Nothing to eat, very poor.
So, did you have a relief?
Yeah, but not too much.
So how would one go about getting the
They
relief?
might pick up the stuff from here and there, or from people that had something, bring them. They used to pass from house to house and gather some stuff, food and stuff like that.
So, when the war broke out, was it better?
Yeah, it was very, very good.
So,
Everybody went to war.
right,
Yeah, they had no job, and that's why they were glad to get a job.
okay. Do you remember, election time?
Oh, the election time used to be very bad. People used to fight and drink and just say a few words that
So-
they didn't like, and then they fight.
It was a serious.
It was a serious thing. Election day.
Do you remember any of the politicians?
Yeah, there's one, Dr. DeVoe used to run, and Dr. Remedy.
So the two doctors.
Yeah, used to run, the two doctors used to run.
Do you remember what party Dr. DeVoe was?
Dr. DeVoe was liberal,
And
and Remedy was conservative.
conservative. So there was only two parties. And do you remember if they used to buy votes with liquor? Do you remember that?
I imagine they did.
Did they ever try that with you?
No.
No. So, but do you remember? Was there a lot of drinking?
Oh, yes. A lot of drinking, lots of fighting. It was a very short election day.
So, what was the majority of people? Were there more liberals than conservatives, or more
Well, it
conservatives?
was 50-50.
50-50. So that's why there was lots of fighting. Okay.
And there were things, they used to take the politics, serious.
Where did you used to vote?
I used to vote in the schoolhouse in Russia, in Overton. I was the poll there.
So let's say someone who didn't know how to read. How would they vote?
Well, that I don't know.
You don't know? Did your parents ever vote? Did they know how to read? Oh, okay, so they know how to read.
Yes, it's the same like when they can't write, when they go to what's the back.
Go ahead and speak up, it's okay.
It's the same like one that was you to change a check and they can't write, they have to put the X at the end of it. But if you go to poll, and you couldn't read and write, there was one there,
Who could do it for you?
no, to show, to be there when you were putting your X on.
Oh, okay.
Or you could vote, open vote, and then everybody would know who you were.
Oh, okay.
But with the X, somebody would turn outside with the X. Nobody knew who you were the work.
Okay. Do you remember, if there was a lot of Protestants in Ayrshire?
Yeah, there was quite a few.
Do you remember going to school with some?
Oh,
That were
yes.
Protestant.
We were going to school. Good.
Was there any fighting going on between the Catholics and the Protestants? You don't remember? Okay. So,
But we weren't allowed to go to an English church, Protestant church.
okay. So, when you learned, did you ever have any religious subjects in school? Did you ever learn about religion in school?
Oh, yes.
So was it a Catholic school? So, do you remember what the Protestant students would do? Would they have to stay?
No, they wouldn't stay there. Go and you stay.
And they'd go.
Well,
Do you know if they had their own?
I don't know what they do. I don't know.
Okay.
They just leave and go home.
Okay. Here's a photo of Percy and Eva Jollymore. This picture was taken in 1918. This photo was taken 2 years after Percy Jollymore was wounded. You cannot see the arm that he was wounded. He is in uniform. Here's a photo of Godfrey Boucher in uniform. This photo was taken in 1940. He was 31 years old. Here is a wedding photo of Godfrey and Loretta Boucher. This photo was taken in 1940. They are the couple on your left. Here is a postcard received by Godfrey Boucher, and this postcard was from Wallace Martel. This postcard is from Bluff, New Zealand, and it was received April 8th, 1935. Here's a photo of Godfrey Boucher during his army years. This photo was taken in January of 1944. He is the 17th man towards your left in the second row. This is Godfrey Boucher. This is a photo of Eva and Irene Jollymore. This photo was taken in Woodrow in 1940. This is a photo of Eva Jollymore with her sister Bertha. Eva was 21 years old. This photo was taken in 1917. Here is a photo of Godfrey and Loretta Boucher's 2 sons. The bigger photo is a photo of their eldest son Joseph, and the smallest photo is a photo of their second son Colin. Here is a photo of a 50th wedding anniversary commemorative plaque given to Godfrey Boucher's parents. They were married in 1896, and this was given in 1946. Towards your right is listed the names of all the sons and daughters of that family. Here is a photograph of Godfrey Boucher. This photo was taken in 1993, as he appears today.